I think it's one of these technologies which, because of the cost of the hardware, actually you see businesses experimenting with it far more than you do consumers. So the obvious examples, which have been used in some promotional materials by Microsoft already for AR, are things like architecture and design. If you can visualize the lobby of a hotel, which you've just commissioned, and walk through it, then that's a lot better than looking at some piles of papers or even some sort of video of a virtual walkthrough. You are actually there. You may actually save millions in construction when you think, wow, on paper this looked great, but now I'm looking at that beam over there and that's blocking light lines or something like that. So that's very relevant. You start to see simulation in a similar way, whether that's for professional training, like medicine, obviously of the same thing, and military applications have the same sort of area. Disaster response is a key one which VR can simulate quite well. There's also talk of the usual meetings or video conferencing applications in VR replacing traveling or audio conferences. I'm less convinced on those. I'm not a B2B expert, but we've seen a lot of those technologies in the past just fall flat because fundamentally they don't work. You get into a meeting room, it takes 20 minutes to get set up for a half an hour meeting. Not everybody has the right headsets. You are still going to have to wear that headset, so you can't actually see the person that might be in the room with you. They're also going to have to be wearing a headset. So I think that's going to be limited. Again, there may be applications in professional services like design or architecture where that's going to work. But I think for general, accountancy firms or management consultants, they're probably going to stick to their video conferencing suites for the foreseeable future. There is a treadmill which allows you to walk in 360-degree directions while wearing a VR headset without the danger of walking into a wall. Keeps you on the spot. You're seeing a lot of gloves, tactile gloves, where the haptics actually mean that you can hold something and you can feel the resistance of that virtual thing on your hand. You are starting to see more pointers and things that will attach to your body as sensors, which also will manifest in VR. So that gives you a more immersive experience, even more immersive than current VR. But yeah, it is going to be more stuff for people to buy. Will X game on Y system work with new controller A? We're still lacking any kind of standardization in this space. People are building towards Google's Daydream VR standard. People are building towards HTC Vive standard. PlayStation has its own standard. Which accessories work for which depend on which commercial deals have been done. And at the moment, it's very early days for anything like a standard to emerge for most of this technology.